Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Kevin with Everglades Canine, and today I have a week-long board and train with two Shih Tzus, and this may be my first board and train with Shih Tzus actually, so this should be really interesting. I only have them for a week, so we're gonna try to cram a lot in. Um, these two are from the same litter. They're siblings. I actually get quite a few sibling dogs here, and so it's not by design on my channel. I don't really, I just take the jobs where I think people need the most help, and coincidentally, it just always happens to be sibling dogs. Maybe that's for a reason. When I go into a home, I see people really struggling with their dogs, and what do you know? The breeder sold them two of the same litter. There's really no fault on the owners for this. Uh, but sometimes training sibling dogs can be really difficult. And we've talked about it before, and basically it's because of littermate syndrome. The dogs get so bonded to each other that it's really hard for any training principles to break through because simply they only care about what one another are doing. Sometimes it makes training okay, like if you can get one dog to do some commands the other dog might follow, but that's typically not even with obedience commands. That's like come over here and one dog will follow you and then the other dog will follow the other dog. But these two Shih Tzus are, here we go. We have a male and female. This is the male. This is Marshmallow. And then we have the female laying in the grass. This is Snowball. So we have Marshmallow and Snowball. Now, so far, what we've been doing, I've had Marshmallow and Snowball for a couple days, and we've really just been honing in on potty training. Okay, so at home, they're making a mess. They're pooping and peeing everywhere. So we've introduced the kennels at home, and I'm kennel training them here. And although I don't have anything recorded about them doing potty training, I will say that I'm very surprised they're doing a really good job at it. So they're holding their poop and pee in the kennel, and then as I bring them outside for potty training, they're going potty. And that's really what we want to see. And if you're struggling with potty training at home, I highly recommend you do some kennel training. It's so much easier when the dogs are in the kennel, especially if they don't poop or pee in the kennel. And that's what we're doing here, and that's what I'm going to have my clients do when they return home. Okay, now typically I always encourage potty training to be done at the house, but my lovely clients with these dogs, I think they were going somewhere, so they just requested that the dogs stay with me. And look at how rambunctious these two are, right? So I do think it's going to be a challenge. Can Shih Tzus really be trained? I don't really know. We're going to try. Um, I mean, I'm sure they can. Every dog can be trained, right? But we do have a lot of things that are potentially working against us, right? We have littermate syndrome. I was kind of told that they need to be on harnesses. I never really work with harnesses. And okay, you two. Okay, you two. They just start going at it like crazy. All right. All right. Let's keep them separate a little bit. Jeez Louise, look at how wild they are. They're actually so wild. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just appreciate how wild these dogs are for little Shih Tzus. Now they're getting all tangled up. Hey, they're actually, honestly, they're kind of hard to control, kind of hard to tame. Let's shorten the leashes a little bit. And I might need to start doing corrections with these two because I have tried some corrections to get them to break up, but I'm not going to lie, it doesn't really work. They blow it off completely. Okay, so the male is really wanting to play with the female. So it's really hard to do a correction with the harness. But I also think that their necks are a little fragile. I'm not sure if it's their respiratory system or how they're bred, but they really have that shoved up nose. So I have had them on a slip lead a couple times, but I might just keep them on harness for safety measures. But let's just see if they will. So the very first thing that we're going to do, Let's just see if they take food. Okay. Let's just see. Marshmallow. See if he's taking food. Okay. Snowball. Come. Yes. Good. So the first thing we need to do is we just need to start marker training these guys, okay? I have plenty of videos on marker training. And let me just tell you, my channel really just promotes very simple obedience training. A lot of my videos you're seeing dogs learning things for the first time. So and you know, I heard this from another trainer that I really like online. But you know, advanced training is just being really good at the basics. Yes. There we go. Now they're focusing on me. Yes. And I think Snowball's doesn't really have the appetite. So marker training. Come. Yes. So marker training is we're using distinct words or noises to mark the dog's behavior. And the very first word that I like to introduce the dogs is their reward marker, which is simply yes. There we go. And that gets his attention nicely, and he's feeding. I'm not sure if Snowball's taking food. Okay, she is. There we go. Good. Yes. Very good. So there we go. So I'm just trying to figure these dogs out. Marshmallow, come. Yes. Okay, so blowing off the food. I don't think he even knows that I have food. I don't think they've been fed by hand too much. Okay, so let's just see if we can start targeting food from our hands. Come. There we go. So I don't think he knows that I have food. There we go. He hasn't eaten very much either. I think he's super excited about life. So we're gonna see if we can get my goal for obedience training is really just to get a verbal sit at this point. Right? I don't really have them for long. Good. Okay, so they're kind of dismissive with food a little bit. There we go. I can't tell if they don't want to eat or if they've just never been fed by hand. Marshmallow, sit. Good boy. There we go, because they are kind of taking food. Good. I think they just need to get used to feeding by hand. Good boy, that means I got to shove it right in their snout. Good. Come. See if they'll come chase me a little bit. Good. Okay. So very little attention to what I have, right? And this also may be, you know, one of the frustrating things as an owner or as a trainer is just the lack of engagement your dog will give you. Like, they don't want to look at you. They are too busy looking at everything else. All right. And that can be really frustrating. And it can even be more amplified with dogs of the same litter. Okay. Because all they really want to do is play with each other. All right. So, Marshmallow, come. There we go. Okay. So he's not taking food. So, but this is a good introduction. All right. And let's not underestimate their breed. All right. Although we've never worked with Shih Tzus, and if there's any other trainers out there that have worked with Shih Tzus or owners that are proficient Shih Tzu owners, you know, leave a comment. Let me know your tips and tricks. Even though all the time I say there's no tips or tricks in training, it's just basically hard work. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna end the video there. I got a little bit of engagement out of them, you know, but they may be a little tuckered out. They may be a little tired. We've kind of been like walking and going all day today. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna leave it at that. And we'll see you on the next video. Always remember, happy training, and look out for these two. They're trouble. All right. Okay, let's go.